unpasteurized goat's milk ricotta. Welcome back to the Corona Cabin Cook Show. And today we're going to be making some fresh ricotta from the unpasteurized goat's milk. And if you want to see more about that, you can go back to our cereal episode where I talked all about that milk and the illegal goat man. I can hook you up with some milk if you want. So basically what we're doing is we're heating up this goat's milk. And then what we're going to do is add lemon juice, which is an acid. And all inside this milk, there's these proteins called casein. And they're in these kind of groups called micelles. And they're all negatively charged. So they're pushing away from each other, staying spread out in the milk. And what we're going to do is we're going to add the acid, which is going to neutralize these proteins, and then they can all come together, which is what's going to form our cheese. All the curds that make up the cheese. Our cheese is almost at temperature, and some people do this just by eye, but I have a thermometer, so we're going to wait for it to reach 87 degrees Celsius. That's 190 degrees Fahrenheit. Just letting our milk simmer. You can see the steam is starting to rise off the top, and keep mixing this so it doesn't form a skin on the top, and you don't want to curdle your milk, so you got to be really careful here. Alright, we've reached 190 degrees Fahrenheit. So now we're going to pour in our acid. I have my lemon juice here. Pour that in, stir it, and then take it off the heat. And you want to keep stirring this just for a few seconds. Make sure all your lemon juice is incorporated, and then you want to let that sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and that's going to let the curds start to form as our casein proteins start to neutralize and group together. Okay, we're back with our ricotta here, and you can see the milk has really started to come together there. All our proteins have kind of neutralized and grouped, and what we're going to do is we're just going to give this a quick mix. You can see in there all the curds are starting to break up. And then I have a strainer here, and I just have a towel in it. You could use cheesecloth as well. And I'm going to take this and pour it on top. You could also do this over the sink, but the thing is you're going to waste your whey then. And the whey is basically the byproduct of the cheese. It's like the water. And it's really good, so you don't want to waste that. Oh, my thing is I keep falling over. Pour it in. Oh, look at those cheese curds, and you can really smell this. Oh, and taste some of those curds. Wow, that's delicious. Dairy, fresh milk from the goat man. Just gonna let that drain through, and I'm gonna take my wooden spoon and just start to stir this a bit so that it can fall through. So we're just gonna let our cheese set now and all the whey drain out. And you can do this for varying lengths of time. It really just depends how thick or how watery you like your ricotta, but as long as you're saving the whey, you can always mix it back in. So I like a pretty watery ricotta, so I'm probably gonna leave it for about 15 minutes and then check it. We're gonna make dinner now, and we're just gonna let our ricotta sit. One more thing, we are going to season and flavor the ricotta, so tune back in for that. We're gonna be doing that tomorrow. Some olive oil, some salt, you can put some herbes de Provence. You can put really lots of things in there, but we're gonna do that tomorrow. Stay tuned.